The Columbia River is the fourth largest river in North America. Its basin extends over the United States and Canada. After the Second World War, the population started growing at an increasing rate. The quality of life improved, and the need for new energy resources became evident. Meanwhile, the basin residents began facing major floods, and in 1948, Vanport, Oregon, and Trail, BC were flooded by the river's waters. This initiated a collaboration between the US and Canadian governments over the river's resources, and in 1964, both countries signed the Columbia River Treaty. Following the treaty, one dam was built in the US and three in Canada: the Libby, Hawkenley Side, Duncan, and Mika Dam. The river's basin were flooded to ensure downstream flood control. The entire complex currently generates power more than any other river in North America. According to BC Hydro, 22 gigawatt-hour of carbon-free electricity are generated from the river each year. The entire project wasn't, however, without impact. Cultural sites were submerged, residents were displaced, but what created most controversy was that the residents were not consulted. The Columbia River Treaty has no expiry date, but it can, however, be amended and resolved 60 years after its signature, that is in 2024. The basin residents are asking for sustainability on the three pillars, which are economical, social, and environmental. Economically, residents are asking for a fair compensation for their relocation. Socially, they want to be included in the discussion concerning the review of the treaty and want to participate in both provincial and federal consultations. Environmentally, residents are asking the authorities to implement dust control and mosquito management. They are also asking for more fish ladders to be installed to protect the ecosystem. Now that 60 years have passed, both US and Canadian governments have the opportunity to review the residents' claim and re-examine the treaty and potentially modify it. Economically, the US wants to increase its water storage to meet Eastern Washington's increasing power needs. Socially, the US is seeking to include its First Nations in the discussion and create recreational and cultural opportunities. Environmentally, the US is asking for a higher coordination between both Canadian and American geological as well as hydro teams to share the best data concerning the changes affecting the river's marine life. Meanwhile, BC believes that the US receives more power benefits which were not accounted in the original negotiation of the treaty and are asking for a fair share. Socially, BC also wants to include its First Nation and community representatives in the discussion. Environmentally, BC wants to install new salmon passages since the migration of salmon stopped after the establishment of the Grand Coulee Dam in 1938.